Hello there. So I'm coming back in to do a voiceover because this morning I forgot to turn on the sound. So great. Let me just. Wonderful. So welcome to day 2 of the 28-day yoga for 20 minutes. So come stand on your mat and just begin to roll your shoulders. And as you roll your shoulders, notice how your collarbones and your shoulder blades glide. Noticing the way your arms are moving. And just dropping your breath into your belly and then roll in the other direction. Really feeling the stand of your legs. And bring your feet a little bit further apart and begin to roll into your hips. Noticing the places that are easy and places that twang a bit, and just slowing down in those places. Really hearing your hip girdle, the hips, the thighs, the lower back, the buttocks. Nice. So we're going to begin to glide from side to side. So sliding down one way and then the other. And you can also bend the opposite elbow. So as you glide down on the right, lift your left elbow up. So you're sliding down the side of your body. You're listening into the rib cage, into the sides of the waist, into the side of the hips, even down into the sides of your legs. Just feel that mobilizing into the side body. Nice. So bring your feet a little bit closer. We'll begin to roll down along the spine. As you roll down along your spine, feel the articulation or the rolling of the sensations through your back. And then slowly begin to roll back up. And as always with everything we do, we're not moving into pain. We're moving into connection. So make the movement as small or as big as you need it to be. So rolling down along the spine, listening, rolling, connecting. And listening, rolling, connecting all the way back up. Nice, one more time. Rolling down along the spine, bending your knees as you do so. Really soften into the knees until your belly comes to your thighs. And then rolling all the way back up again. And then just find your stand, feeling both feet on the floor, your knees, your hips, your spine, your shoulders, lengthening up through the top of your head. And then come to the front of your mat. So you're standing at the front of your mat, and then reach your arms wide, bring your palms together above your head, looking up, and then bending your elbows, bending your knees, come down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, stretch your spine and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right leg back into a lunge, and then left leg back into a plank pose. Drop your knees to the floor, lower all the way down. Bring your fingers wider than your mat and tuck your chin in and slowly rise up. You feel that beginning of the warming up of the spine. Dropping down, bring your hands to the floor, push back into your cat, and then all the way back into your downward dog. I always have to step a little bit forward in my downward dog. So just hearing into your heels, stretching into your arms, listening. Nice. And then bending one knee, bending the other knee, lengthening into the backs of the legs. Great. Stretch the right leg up towards the ceiling, bend your knee, and step the right foot forward between your hands. Drop your left knee to the floor. From here, bring your right hand either to your hip or to rest into your lower back, and begin to twist your chest, drawing that right shoulder back, mobilizing into the rib cage, and then drop your right shoulder down to touch your right knee. Twist your shoulder back, and then drop your shoulder down to touch your right knee. And again, drawing it back, listening to the way your rib cage is rolling, is moving. One more time, drawing it back and pausing there. Really widen through the chest. Nice. Bring both hands to the floor. Stretch your back legs. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Palms come together. Rolling all the way down, bending your elbows, bending your knees, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Arching your back as you look forward. Nice. Hands to the floor, step the left foot back. Lunge, right foot back, plank, knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Bring your fingers wide and slowly rolling up, listening to your spine and extension. Lowering down, hands to the floor, push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. Really enjoy the length of you, the stretch of you. Nice. Stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Drop your right knee to the floor. Bring your left hand to your hip or onto your lower back. And then twist your left shoulder back, really mobilizing into the rib cage. And then drop your shoulder down to your knee. Twist into the rib cage and drop your shoulder down to your knee. Twist into the rib cage. Maybe bend your front knee a little bit more. Twist down and then back, and just pausing there, really using the floor as an anchor as you widen through the chest, deepen into the front knee, and feel your rib cage. Nice. Lowering down, both hands to the floor, and step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, slowly rolling up. Widen through your arms, bring your palms together. Hands come to rest in front of your chest. Super. Drop your arms down, reach your arms wide, bending your elbows, bending your knees, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lengthen through your spine and look forward. Step your right leg back into a lunge, drop your right knee to the floor. From here, bring both hands to the front of the left knee and push your hands into your knee and open your spine as you look upwards. Really feel it through the deep of the torso. Bend the front knee deeply to lean into your hips. Rounding your back, bring your forehead down to your left knee, down to the back of your hands, and then rising, reaching up through the spine, opening. Drop your forehead down, let it touch the back of your hands. Arching, rising up, opening through the chest, really feeling the deep of your hips. And one more time. Drop your forehead down. And just pausing there. Really feel the rounding of the back of the shoulders. Cool. Both hands to the floor, step back. Plank, knees to the floor, belly to the floor. Hands are wide, slowly rising up. Nice. Lowering down, bring your hands in, push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. I always step my feet a bit closer and just enjoy the feeling of your downward dog. Nice. Stretch the right leg up towards the ceiling. Step the right foot forward between your hands. Drop your left knee to the floor. Reach both hands up towards the ceiling, reaching up, opening through the torso, and then bring both hands down to bring your fingertips to the floor. Stretch out through your right leg. Bend your knee, rising up. Reach both hands up towards the ceiling, opening through your chest. And then drop your hands down, fingertips to the floor, stretch out through your front leg. Nice. And again, rising up, reaching up towards the ceiling, really lengthening through the spine, fingers to the floor, stretch out through your front leg. Nice. Stretch into the back leg, step forward, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, slowly rolling up, reach your arms wide, palms come together, bending your elbows, bending your knees, come down, hands to the floor, forehead to your knees, hands to your shins, lengthen and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left leg back, knee to the floor. Bring both hands to the front of the right knee. Push your hands down and arch your back and lengthen. Perhaps look upwards. Round your back, draw your forehead down to your knee. And again, lengthen and look upwards. Forehead down, draw your forehead down to your knee. And lengthen and look upwards. Right, one more time. Drop your knee down, or drop your head down to your knee. Rounding there. Really feel the opening through the back of the body. Both hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Knees to the floor. belly to the floor. Hands are wide, slowly rising up. Perhaps your spine feels a little bit more open now. Push back into your cat. Push back into your downward dog. And just feeling into, sensing into the length of you in this moment, up onto your toes, drop down into your heels. Nice. Stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling. Step the left foot forward between your hands. Drop your right knee to the floor. Rising up with both arms, reaching up, looking up. And then drop both hands to the floor, fingertips, and then stretch out through the front leg. Nice. Rock forward, reach both hands up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. And drop down, fingertips to the floor, stretch out through your front leg. Nice. And again, rising up, reaching up towards the ceiling, reaching up, looking up. And then lowering down, hands to the floor, stretch out through that front leg. Super. Stretch out through your back leg and step back into your plank, knees to the floor, and come all the way back into a cat pose. Rounding your back and arching your back. And as you arch, lift your chest and look forward. As you round, tuck your chin under and look towards your navel. You're experiencing your spine in the cat pose. We're listening in, we're mobilizing, we're really paying attention to that which is well in our spine. How do you cultivate wellness in your body? Arching, rounding. Nice. Push back into your downward dog. And just enjoy the length of that. Coming up onto your toes, drop down into your heels. And stretch the right foot up towards the ceiling and step the right foot forward between your hands. Turn the left foot at a 45-degree angle. Bend the right knee deeply. Warrior pose. Rising up with both hands, or bring both hands to your front knee to help you rise, and then reach both arms straight up towards the ceiling. Bend your front knee deeply and turn your hips and your chest towards the front of your mat. You can look up if your neck feels comfortable, or just keep looking forward in front of you. Always listen to your neck. Front knee is bent, back leg is lengthening. Really deepen down into your legs. Nice. Tuck your chin under. Twist towards the left. Drop your arms wide. And look towards the right hand and give a little bit more energy into your back hand as you do this. So you have more sense of going backwards towards the left rather than surfing forwards towards the right. So shoulders are away from your ears. Stretch out into your fingertips. Front knee is deeply bent. Breathing down into your belly, and then bend your right elbow and bring your forearm to your thigh. Reach the left arm over your ear. So there's one long line from your fingertips into the baby toe side of your foot. And then create the length. Stretching into it. Feel your rib cage, the sides of your waist, the side of your hip lengthening. And then drop your left hand to the floor, drop your right hand to the floor. Step back into your downward dog. Feel the length of you. And then stretch the left foot up towards the ceiling and step the left foot forward between your hands. Turn your right foot at a 45-degree angle. And then either pushing your hand into the front knee or lifting straight up, lift both arms straight up towards the ceiling. Turn your hips square, turn your chest square, bend the front knee deeply. And then reach a bit higher through the arms as you deepen into your pelvis, into your legs. Breath is down into your belly. Nice. Tuck your chin under, turn your chest towards the right, drop your arms down, and give more energy again down back into the right arm rather than the left. You're looking towards the left hand, and you're really sinking and deepening into your legs. Breathing, connecting. Nice. Bend your left elbow, bring your forearm to your thigh, reach your right arm overhead and extend long through that right side. So reach into your fingertips, really pushing down into the baby toe side of your foot, and maybe bend your front knee a little bit more so there's a little bit more sense of stretch or length through the side of the body, through the side of your hip. Nice, really creating length, a sense of strength and stretch. And then lower your hands to the floor, step back into your downward dog. Nice, drop your knees to the floor and then come to sit on the floor. Both legs are long in front of you and roll out through both wrists, both hands, and notice the quality of your wrists, notice the sensations of your feet, and then roll in the other direction. Nice. So bend your left knee and draw it into, right knee, right knee. Right knee and draw it in towards you. And then reach the right hand up towards the ceiling. You're pushing the left hand down into the floor beside you. Reach up, look up, and then reach forward towards your left foot. Drop your head down and create some length through the side body on the right. Breathing into it, sinking into it, dropping. Really deepen your breath. Let your head fall. Breathing, lengthening, connecting, rising up, and change legs. Bend the left knee. You can draw it up towards you. Place the left foot on the floor in front of your buttock. Stretch your left hand up towards the ceiling as you push your right hand into the floor. Drop your left hand down to your right foot and drop your head forward. As you drop forward, really allow the side of your waist to lengthen, the back of the body, the shoulder blade. Even wiggle a bit in the pose. It's very nice. How do you connect a little bit more into the length of you, the stretch of you? Nice. Rising up, stretch both legs long. And then from here, lift both feet off the floor. You're holding onto your knees in the beginning. And then reach both hands forward so your elbows are the same height as your knees. You're lengthening through your spine. Your feet are floating. Nice. Reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, lengthening up. Lower your hand down until it's at your knees and reach the left hand up. And lowering down. Reach both hands up and get taller through your spine. Maybe even imagine that your toes are almost touching the floor as you lengthen up through the whole of your body. Breathing, connecting. Nice. Lower your arms down until they're the same height as your knees. Bring your right foot parallel to the floor and then stretch the right foot up. Bend your knee. Bring your left foot parallel to the floor and then up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee. Nice. Both feet parallel to the floor. Stretch both legs. Bend your knees. And again, both legs up. Bend your knees. One last time. Parallel and all the way up. Bend your knees. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your baby toe edge of your feet to the floor and your knees are dropping wide. Fold yourself down over your feet and bring your hands wherever it feels comfortable to support your torso. Drop your head and rock gently from side to side. Really here into your hips, here into your belly, here into the lower back as you rock. Hearing the weight traveling through the joints. And then reach a bit more with your right hand forward. And then your left hand forward. Right hand forward. And left hand forward. Nice. Come to sit at the front of your mat and then slowly rolling back, holding onto your knees as you roll back and then land on the floor. Just rock your knees from side to side. Even roll into the lower back. And as you roll into the lower back, experience the sensations of pelvis, sacrum, buttock, lower back, bones. Nice. Lower both feet to the floor. And just a brief relaxation. So feet are on the floor, your arms are resting wherever feels comfortable, or you can stretch your legs out long. And then just feel the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the back of your elbows, and the shoulder blades, the way the rib cage is resting, the lower back and its slight arch, the buttocks. If your knees are bent, then the soles of your feet. If your legs are straight, then the backs of your thighs, your calves, and your heels. You let the weight of you settle. And then as you feel the weight of you, maybe put a slight smile on your face. There's this amazing feedback from the face down into the torso, down into the lungs, the heart, the diaphragm. And so just a slight smile on your face and just feel into your torso and feel what's happening as you do that. Breathing, settling. Nice. And then slowly stretching out through your arms, stretching out through your legs. Either draw your knees up towards you or yawn out through your body. Maybe draw one knee up or the other knee up, or rock over onto your side. And slowly, slowly coming up into a seated position. Or you can stay there because you're at home. So slowly, slowly coming up. And great, we shall see you again for day 3 tomorrow with sound. Oh my God, this is such a learning curve. So thanks so much and have a great day. Lovely. Bye.